Welcome back.
Another week, another episode. We are more than halfway with season 2.
That is wild, actually. Yeah. It's gone so quick. It's insane.
It's gone quite quick. This year has just been insane, actually.
It's July. This is when, guys.
Can't believe it.
It's really, it's true what they say, where like the older you get, the quicker the years go by. And I never really thought it would be this quick.
Today's episode, we're talking about something that I think I'm still definitely working on. Danelle says
I'm getting there, guys. It's very exciting. It's something that I'm very passionate about and still getting better at. But it's only embarrassing if you're embarrassed.
Yeah. For this season, our goal was to talk more about like life in your 20s and figuring things out. And that's, I think, a lesson that you should learn.
I think everyone needs to implement it. Yeah. I feel like we live in a culture right now, like cancel culture and cringe culture and ick culture. It's so sad to me how someone can do one thing and then it's like ick, gross, cringe, oh no.
Cancel.
Yeah. Where we are all human and we're all just trying our best.
I feel like, and anyway, this is a topic for a totally different day.
Yeah.
We have the ability in today's culture where there's millions and millions of videos and information and whatever posted every single day.
Yeah.
That we have the ability just to go, scroll past.
Yeah.
And ignore that person and not have them take up time or energy or anything from your life. Yeah. Anyway, that's a topic for another day.
But it's so true.
We don't have to entertain any of those people. You just also don't have to be mean or...
We're so scared. We don't want people to get the ick ever. We don't want people to think we're cringe ever. Like, we cringe at people. And like, let's be honest, we all cringe every day.
Even at ourselves.
Exactly. But cringing was never a thing before it was a thing.
Agreed.
Like, we all just lived our lives and sometimes you'd be like, oh, that's interesting. And then you would move on. But now there's a word that we use to like describe it. Yeah. And now like it changes something in your mind, if that makes sense. And now it's so dramatic.
But anyway, again, topic for another day. The topic for today
yes,
is it's only embarrassing if you're embarrassed. And I think this goes deeper than just personal life, but in your career, in things you do, things you post, opinions you have, rooms you speak in. Taking up space shouldn't be embarrassing. And if you're just confident about it and you're going to own the moment and not make it embarrassing for yourself or feel embarrassed, then it probably isn't embarrassing.
Yeah, I think my thing is who makes the rules in terms of what's embarrassing and what's not. And I think that's a good reminder to kind of have every now and then. Something that's embarrassing to me is maybe not embarrassing to you. Could be wildly embarrassing to someone else. Like,
I agree.
It's all subjective at the end of the day. And who makes the rules?
Literally no one.
So I will make the rules for my life. Thank you very much. You can make the rules for your life. And we can all decide.
Or opinions, yeah.
That's the thing, is you have your opinions, I have my opinions, I make my rules, you make your rules, and that's how we'll go about life. I could literally wear a dinosaur costume to Woolies and not be embarrassed if that is the rule that I made for myself, right? It's all about your perspective.
Exactly. The chance that people are going to remember that moment for the rest of their lives and constantly sit about and be like, oh my word, that was so embarrassing for her. Is literally 0%. I think even in conversation, when you think of your most embarrassing moments, I hate that question always because I honestly can't tell you because I block it out if it's embarrassing to me. I choose to just not think about it.
But that's the thing, is it's actually so funny because I've done this, okay? Walked on a stage, fell, okay? It's really embarrassing. And then you get up as quickly, or like you could fall in any place. Like I fell in the grocery store the other day so hard. Because I tripped on a grape. It was like one of those banana peel like moments, yeah. And I tripped on a grape. I didn't trip on a grape. I slipped on a grape. And I like fell so hard.
Shame.
I got up so quickly, obviously. And you're like looking around like, who saw you? Whatever. Why is that embarrassing? Let's start there. Okay, why is it embarrassing to trip and fall by accident? It's not like you did it on purpose.
No.
Okay? The beauty of it is if someone laughs at you, then you spark joy for someone.
It's a moment of joy.
Exactly. They're not laughing at you because you're an idiot. They're laughing at you because you made a mistake and haha, it turned out to be quite funny.
It's quite funny.
But you can also laugh at yourself for it. Like,
I agree.
It's not that bad. It's not that dramatic. If I think about something in my life that I thought was very, very, very cringe in the moment, and now looking back, I'm like, oh, actually, it was all just like my thoughts.
Yeah.
After I left corporate, I had like this longing for dressing up and like
Looking
good and feeling good again, because that's what I did every single day in corporate, right? And so when I left that space, I was working from home, and like you don't get the opportunity to dress up as much anymore. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start doing cute little outfit of the day videos for my Instagram. And the first one, you cringe so hard. It is actually insane. And the second one, you still cringing very, very, very hard. And then by like the sixth one, fair enough, you still cringe a little bit, but it kind of becomes fun.
Yeah.
And then you also get like cute feedback from people saying it's adorable and like they really enjoy it, or they're here for it, or whatever. And then you're like, okay, like maybe I've got something here.
I agree.
And now posting an OOTD is like pure joy to me.
Yeah, it feels like nothing.
Exactly. Like the pressure went away. I find so much joy in it.
Yeah.
And like there's no pressure. It's only embarrassing if I'm going to be embarrassed about it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is like, fair enough, someone could watch my video and think, oh, that's so embarrassing. I don't know what they're thinking, so I don't really care. Like I wasn't embarrassed posting it, so it's not going to change.
Embarrassing.
Exactly.
No, I agree. So it like brings so much joy to you, for example, to look back at all those outfits of the day, or even like vlogging or like taking clips of the trip or something.
Yeah.
It's so fun to be able to look back and reminisce on it, that you shouldn't be embarrassed about it. It's just social media.
It feels a bit stupid in the moment, but it's not that deep. And if it brings you joy, then it's worth it. Exactly. Because the lady walking by, giggling at you, taking a video or a photo or a selfie or whatever, who is she? Are you going to see her ever again?
It's only embarrassing if you're embarrassed.
Say it louder for the people in the back, Laurie. As you guys know, fashion is extremely important to me, and it's always been a big thing in my life, and I love overdressing. When I started actually expressing myself through fashion, a lot of people would come up to me, and I mean, this was years ago in like high school, right? And say, like, that shirt you're wearing or pants you're wearing is absolutely horrific, but like you actually make it look quite cool. In those moments, I was very confused, because it's like such a backhanded compliment, but still, you are complimenting my confidence at the same time. And it was actually so interesting for me to realize in that space that you can wear anything if you wear it with confidence and it'll look good. Literally, you could wear anything if you do it with confidence, or you do anything if you do it with confidence, it can be cool. And everyone's not going to think it's cool, but that's the beauty of it. Exactly. We all have different opinions, and we all like different things, and that's okay.
But I think just in general, when you walk into the room with confidence, when you dress in what you want to dress up in, or like go to events and you feel pretty, or you feel like you're wearing something that's really nice or whatever, and you just feel more confident in your body and what you're wearing, that event or that thing, you walk into that room so much more confident and just like relaxed. You walk in and you have such a great time because you've started with confidence. You feel good and you're like ready to take on whatever, no matter what anyone else thinks. I think it just makes experience so much better.
See, don't even get me started on the psychology of fashion, because 100% I could speak about that for hours. But I remember there's one story basically shaped a lot of my confidence, I would say, is a few years ago, and I was probably like 11 years old or something, right? So a lot of years ago. My mom and my sisters were out of town, and my dad and I were going to go out to dinner. And so obviously I dressed up for our dinner date. So I went to meet my dad after getting ready, and he kind of like looked at me and he was like, no, it's chill. Just a relaxed outfit. Let's grab a relaxed outfit. Like this might be a bit much.
Yeah.
And then I was a little bit sour, but I was like, okay. And I went to get dressed in something else, and I met my dad again, and he was like, no, just relax. Just be relaxed. Like, why are you dressing up? Just calm down. Then I went back to change, and now I was spiteful, right?
Yeah,
like,
obviously.
Why are you gonna like
tell me what's right?
Exactly. No. It's not how it works.
Yeah.
11-year-old me, super spicy, then decides, okay, fine. If you don't like my outfit, I'm gonna put sweatpants on. So I put sweatpants on and a hoodie, and
said, let's go.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm ready. And then my dad was like, see, now you look good. Like, now you're like comfortable. And I was like, excuse me. I was trying to be spiteful. I refuse. I'm not leaving the house like this.
I'm going to go get back in my original outfit.
Exactly. 100%. And I don't even think, like, I told my dad this story the other day and he can't even remember it. But and actually my dad is the one person who's always said, if you want to wear something, wear it. Just wear it with confidence and he'll always like...
That's true.
It'll always look good if you wear something with confidence. And so whenever like me and my sisters were insecure about something, he would always just say like, wear it with confidence. And it's so true. Anything can look good if you wear it with confidence. Oh no, it's like confidence changes everything. It's like if you look, and I'll just quickly touch on the psychology of, but there is such a direct connotation with how hard employees will work if they feel confident in what they're wearing. So you're going to get so much more productivity out of your employees if they feel confident in their clothing. And that's mind-blowing to me. So if you actually tap into the psychology of, and I love how this episode is now fully about fashion, it's not what I'm trying to convey. I'm just trying to convey like the confidence part of it is if you do anything with confidence, the outcome will be better.
I agree. I think this is an important topic to talk about, an important thing to learn as young as possible, because it can really hold you back. The fear of embarrassment, the fear of other people's opinions, something we talk about a lot in this podcast, is the fear of other people's opinions, because I think we both struggled with it. I think it's normal.
It's definitely normal.
Especially like even with this podcast. I mean, if we allowed embarrassment to hold us back, we would have never done this. And it's been such a big blessing for both of us in both of our lives throughout this whole year. The whole journey it's not always easy. Some things are more embarrassing than others. But if we allow it to be embarrassing, if we allow ourselves to be embarrassed by this journey, then we wouldn't have done it.
Exactly. And it's also, like you said, like some things are more embarrassing than others. Yeah. Sometimes we say things and I'm like, dude, where? It's so out of pocket.
Just having this conversation before we pressed record.
Yeah, exactly.
About things we've said and...
Yeah. I think we both kind of got to a point where like, this is now a safe space and we've got feedback that the podcast has added value for some people. And you know what? That's worth it. If I can embarrass myself so that you're more confident, vibes.
We'll do it just for you.
Exactly. 100%. So because I'm in that stage where I'm like, I'm not embarrassed anymore. And like, I don't think I've ever really been embarrassed of the podcast. It's obviously scary and you're scared of like the perception or people's perceptions. And
I agree with you. And it's just choosing to be confident in the space, choosing to be confident in what we're putting out there is important. And I think if we're not that, then it can hold us back so much. And in any project, like even if it's promoting our brand, talking about our podcast, which in the beginning we allowed ourselves a lot to be embarrassed by it.
Yes.
But it holds you back because now you're not talking to people who could potentially buy into it or potentially watch it, promote it. We're holding ourselves and our business back from
exactly.
a lot of things.
Yeah. Even just if it could add value in someone's life and I'm scared to tell them about it. Like, that's on me at the end of the day.
Agree.
So, why this matters? It matters because you are only holding yourself back if you're scared of other people's perceptions of you. Because why does it matter? And also, all these people are probably learning from you as well.
That's the thing.
I think the beauty of it is we were even speaking about, there's someone that, like, both of us know that recently started doing, like, ads.
Influencer work.
On Instagram, obviously. And I'm sure from her perspective, it's embarrassing, it's scary, it's that to like post content like that. But we're looking at it being like, you go, girl.
Literally.
Make that bang. Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Yeah. Like you're working with these brands and that you're willing to put the time and effort into it.
Exactly.
To actually provide, like, honestly, like, we're like, well done.
Yeah, because you've built a platform, which is very hard. Well done.
Believe us, it's really hard.
And then you got to a point where people are now paying you to post certain things and you are putting the work in and you're actually growing and you're doing so well for yourself. That's amazing. Where from her perspective it's probably really scary and it's embarrassing and it's this and it's that. It's not. Mm-mm. I think my biggest thing is we need to stop with the perception that everyone is out to get us and everyone is out there to judge us.
I agree with you.
Like everyone is judging you. Even if they are, that's cool. People are talking about you. Relax.
I think that's like where we can transition into what is embarrassment. What do you consider as embarrassment, or like the term? And one of the things is that you think people are keeping score, watching you, being like, oh, that was embarrassing. What a downfall. What like a negative point against her or whatever.
Yeah, it's perceived judgment. That's all it is. You don't even know if it's judgment. Let's start there. Embarrassment is not even equal to judgment. It is purely perceived judgment. Guys, why are we so scared of perceived judgment? That's embarrassing. Let's start there.
Yeah, I think it's more like standards that we have either set for ourselves or society has told us you can't do, or like you shouldn't do. You shouldn't be embarrassing.
And that's why I brought cringe into it, and like cringe culture, because you're embarrassed because people are cringing. Okay, they're gonna get over it. Don't you stress.
And literally has nothing to do with them.
Exactly. But it's even like you said, the question of what's the most embarrassing moment of your life. No one can remember it. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
So if you think it's funny, share it, because no one's going to remember it anyway.
And actually the most, like, if you think of a social group, I have a few people in mind who literally, they're embarrassed by nothing. Like, they'll just live their best life.
Yeah.
And in most circumstances in a social group, that's like the funnest people, and the people who you think, that's so cool that you're so confident in whatever you're doing and just like carry on doing it, whether it's...
But that's the thing, is like that weirdness almost like ignites weirdness. Like, if you're going to be weird, I'm going to feel comfortable to be weird as well, because I'm just going to be myself then, because there's no judgments. If you're not embarrassed, I'm not going to be embarrassed, and the next person's not going to be embarrassed, and we're going to build this like community of not embarrassed people that are just being themselves, which is really cool. I made a decision a few years ago to remove people from my life that see me as an embarrassment or think I'm weird or whatever it may be. And now I only have people in my life that uplift me and like make me want to be a better person and make me want to be more me, and who I feel genuinely comfortable around to be myself.
Yeah.
And the amount of joy that has come from that, for me not having to be someone who I'm not just to keep someone else happy, and not to not embarrass them or embarrass myself in front of them. And that just seems like hard work.
Yeah.
It is hard work. It is hard work,
Yeah. So
and I think like there'll always be those people in your life that you feel, you're going to judge me if I do this. It's not that deep.
No.
It's not that deep. I mean, even with Laurie, guys. Laurie's got her life together, okay?
Hardly. Okay.
Yeah, but she's like married. She has her house. She has her husband. She's living her best life. And I understand, like, it's all just, like we said last week, because it's all just perception.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'm like, I can't tell Laurie this. I'm like a child compared to her. And then I'm like, no, it's not. Like, I am very much myself around you. And even if you do judge me, I know you're going to love me still.
And the thing is, like, let's use that example just as example to talk about. Like, she might think it's embarrassing to tell me about whatever, about a situationship or about stuff happening in her life, whatever. Okay, it's not embarrassing because I was there. Like, even though I'm not there anymore, thank the Lord. I was there. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not embarrassing because we all go through it. Like, we've all walked that path.
What she's saying is she pities me.
Luckily not anymore.
That's so funny.
No.
I love it so much.
I was said I'm really happy I got married so young. Anyway. I think there is, people perceive being vulnerable, being themselves, which is very vulnerable, as embarrassing sometimes. But going back to posting on social media, that can feel quite embarrassing. The influencers I love the most are those who are super vulnerable, or just themselves, and like super like real and raw, share everything that comes to mind, or like messy things in their life, which I'm sure sometimes they think like, oh, that's actually so embarrassing that I shared that. No, but seriously, you always have people who have opinions, and that's just life. No matter who you are and what you do, someone somewhere is always going to feel like they have the right to give you a negative opinion. That shouldn't be embarrassing for you. It should be embarrassing for them.
Yes,
truly.
It's very embarrassing, honestly. Shame.
Shame.
So
I think that's where like a confusion comes in. Like our culture shifted to being vulnerable is embarrassing. Like you should have it all figured out and all together and be this type of person, and you look a certain way, be a certain way.
The beauty of it is you can never regret showing up as yourself, showing up fully, showing up as like the best version of yourself.
Doing things to its fullest capacity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So embarrassment or the fear of is literally the exact opposite, because you're going to make yourself small, you're going to change who you are, you're going to try and make people perceive you in a specific way. Ultimately, it's a battle between regret and embarrassment. If you have a fear of embarrassment, you're going to be on the side of the spectrum, right?
Yeah.
And if you have a fear of regret, you're going to be on the side of the spectrum. And the beauty of it is not regretting anything is so much more important. And I say this in every episode, and I'm going to keep saying it. I don't want to sit on my patio when I'm 80 years old and regret not doing something or not being myself or changing myself to fit in or whatever it may be. Because where is the joy in that?
I think all of that for us, just to tell you that, like, speak up in rooms and don't feel like it's embarrassing to lift your opinion, even if it's against everyone else's opinion, because there's value in it. Wear whatever you feel like in whatever situation, as long as you wear it with confidence, it makes you feel good. Fashionista has told you that the psychology behind it is amazing. Wear whatever you want with confidence. Feel like yourself. Be yourself. Leave the embarrassment at home. Stop seeing it as embarrassing. And I think it's a very important mind shift. If you just think of, shit, this is embarrassing. Think of, it's only embarrassing if I'm embarrassed.
Exactly.
And then stop being embarrassed.
So like bring it back to a business perspective and a career perspective. When we both started our own businesses, it's like I still go through the motions every now and then to be like, oh, that's a little embarrassing.
100%.
Just because you have a fear of the perception, of the perceived judgment.
Yeah.
It's not that I think I don't have a great business plan. It's not that I don't believe in my business.
Yes.
It's not that I don't think I can make it. It is legit just the perceived judgment that I am scared of, and
get over it.
Yeah, kind of like slap myself back into reality and be like, nope, this is not going to work. This is not how you run a business. Let's go. Pick yourself back up and let's move. Because if I can't be confident in my product or my service or my business, how can I expect my client to be? And people are so scared to start businesses because, oh, it's embarrassing. Oh, but what if I fail? Oh, but what if this happens? You see, that's the other thing.
Like, failing is embarrassing for us. Failing isn't embarrassing. Failing means that you tried and you gave it a shot where 90% of the people didn't.
Exactly.
Like,
you should be proud.
So honourable to say that I actually tried. I absolutely agree with you on that. Like, in the beginning of both of our journeys, we didn't even want to mention it in a room. Like in early episodes, we said, I hated the question, what do you do for a living?
Yeah.
But I needed to get over it and be like, that's not embarrassing. So many people, 99% of the people would tell me, that's amazing that you took that leap.
Yeah.
Or like, wow, that's crazy. Or I envy that you had the confidence to do that. And the people who didn't,
it doesn't really matter. Exactly.
So what? Like, they have no say in my life. If I allowed embarrassment of walking away, and believe me that I walked away from my work, and I'm sure for you too, where I was like, this is actually embarrassing if it fails. And when I left my job, my husband and I did another business venture, which we stepped away from because we had to, for our own well-being, for protecting our assets, protecting our peace as well. And for a moment, I was like, how embarrassing is it that I walked away from a job, pursuing this other venture, and it failed within a few months. Or not failed, we had to walk away within a few months.
Yes.
But it wasn't embarrassing because it was for the better for both of us.
Yeah, and you learned so much through that experience. And you tried, and cool, you realized, okay, this is not for me, and you walked away. And I think that's where, for me as well, I left corporate with the dream of fashion. And then I worked in fashion, and I left fashion because I was like, what's this? Maybe not. And it felt really embarrassing. And some people gave me shit for it. And that's okay. Like, that's fine. I understand how it looks. But I also understand that I am confident enough in myself to know that I can still build something. And I have what it takes. And just because I walked away from corporate and walked away from fashion doesn't mean my life is over and I can't do anything with my career. I have so many plans. Yeah, exactly. And I learned so much through both of those experiences that I use on a daily basis now. And it's basically you're just building on your experience. And it feels embarrassing, but it's not. It's only embarrassing if you're embarrassed. So we have one question that we want you to reflect on, and that is, so what is one thing or one part of your life that you are only scared of perceived judgments and embarrassments, where you realize it's holding you back and it's actually not adding any value to your life?
It's a big question.
Think about it. I think it's very important. And even now that I asked it, I'm like, where am I?
But just know that you have 2 cheerleaders cheering you on.
You got this, babes.
It's only embarrassing if you're embarrassed. That's such a good life motto.
Yeah, I love
these moments.
Okay, and then our favorite segment,
Small Business of the Week.
Adorable.
Wow. So this week's small business
of the week is Cookie Crumbs.
Cookie Crumbs. It's a cookie business, obviously.
It's the cutest cookie business with the most delicious cookies in the world. I have had the honor of tasting some of these cookies. And guys, I promise you, best cookies I've ever tasted in my life. The most amazing selection. But just keep an eye out on our Instagram because we will be posting.
Yeah, we'll share them. It's still Instagram page. Very new and small business, but I think that's the beauty of it. It's still very like homemade, has a loving touch to it.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it for me, is there's so much intention.
Yeah.
They bake everything in small batches and they want it to be special and they want to make sure the quality is there.
And the goal behind it is really sweet. Like once it reach big events, small events, quiet moments, happy moments, sad moments, like just be part of everyone's lives. And yeah,
it's that sense of comfort. Yeah, it's that sense of comfort that Cookie Crumbs wants to communicate to the people. I mean, what is more comforting than a perfectly baked cookie with a lot of flavor?
Yummy.
Exactly. And so would highly recommend. They are based in Centurion, but they ship countrywide.
Go order yours now.
Yeah. Order yours now. Go show them some love and support. I'm so excited about it because I love a good cookie.
We'll share them on Instagram and then you can go like and follow and order a batch of cookies.
Yes. Enjoy, guys. Everyone deserves a cookie.
Everyone does.
Yes.
Sweet treat.
Thank you so much for joining for this week's episode.
Have the best week. We'll see you next week.
See you next week. Love you. Bye.
Bye.